This past summer was a busy one on the Deschutes River, and Bend Fire and Rescue trained hard to ensure the safety of boaters and floaters. Here's a look at some of the training needed to be ready for anything on the river year-round.
The City of Bend was founded on a river, the Deschutes River, and it's just one piece of water that we need to be concerned with. There are irrigation canals, there are streams that are near town, and there are irrigation ponds as well, swimming pools, many types of water that we need to be prepared to perform rescues in.
So for us, rescues are one of those things that are a real low frequency. They don't happen a lot, but they are high risk. So it's something that we do need to train on and need to stay, up to date with the latest and greatest in rescue technology and methods and that sort of thing.
The City of Bend has a lot of recreation, and it's an appeal for a lot of people. And we get people that know what they're doing, that run the rivers very well, and others that don't. And even the people that are experienced sometimes get in trouble.
Risk areas for us on the river are the Colorado Spillway. We've had people miss the takeout on this nice leisurely float and actually get pushed through the spillway. We've had to do body recoveries there.
Kayaking particularly is one of those sports that you don't have total control, and things can go from an ordinary fun day to an emergency that's life-threatening at any given time with different changes in currents and logs, etc.
Other risk areas upriver are going to be Lava Island Falls, Benham Falls, in those areas. Really high-skilled kayakers and that sort of thing are up in those areas. The other spot upstream there is the intake for the Central Oregon irrigation intake. We get people stuck on the strainer there. Also, there's a little falls area there, so if they miss the strainer, they end up going over the falls and get beat up pretty good there too.
Rescues, water rescues in particular, are very labor intensive because the scene tends to get spread out. It's not just 2 or 3 people, it's usually at least half a dozen up to well over a dozen people that will be on scene trying to help the victim and provide for safety not only of the victim but our own rescuers downstream.
And inevitably accidents do happen, people drink and that sort of things, people get into trouble. We have to be trained in these highly technical areas in order to safely bring those people out of the river, to keep our people safe when we're involved in those accidents and to keep the public safe.
One of the exercises that we do is flipping a boat intentionally so that it's on the wrong side, and we simulate being thrown from our own boat and then riding that boat rapidly so we can effect a rescue, because there are rescuers that sometimes become victims, and we want to make sure that if we ever get put in that position that we're able to have control on that situation.
So it's important for us, to not do all our training as dry land simulation. You saw today we practiced throwing the ropes on dry land. We set up a rope system on dry land. While that's nice because we can get everybody's eyes on both sides of the river, whereas if we were on the river, they'd only see half the system because they'd only be on one side of the river. But it is important for us to get in the water. From our most lowest level firefighters to our highest level rescue techs, we need to get guys in the water, get them comfortable in the water, get them used to wearing a life jacket, going underwater and swimming in the water and all those things, because inevitably it comes down to us, and we need to be ready and we need to be able to do those skills when we're called upon.
While it's warm out now, we do have ice rescue issues in the winter, and we train for those as well. And it's usually that transition time when people think that it's safe to go out in the water, but it's not. Anywhere from pets to people to vehicles that we're involved in rescuing.
Training is really important to us. The citizens deserve it, and so do our people, in order for them to stay safe and in order for them to keep the citizens safe.
Well, for us, training is absolute necessity. It's what we do when we're not actually going to an emergency. We need to make sure that we're skilled in many facets.